today on EA Sports. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has,
season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 20.
Back to throw. Barrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12. And the Browns first down.
Looking to throw. Barrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A gain of a yard.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 70 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Browns.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Barrow. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
The field goal is...
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Score Browns 3, Steelers nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bauer. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Browns' 38-yard line.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right, man, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. First 7 yards there and a first down. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982, and that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable, because so many of them were 982 and counting.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Back to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
The kicker on.
From 4 yards out, and the Steelers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Good. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings this out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move. But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run on 1st down. Seymour. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
off play action. Barrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrow. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, watch the fake. But Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. On 1st down, it's Reynolds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Barrow. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Barrow got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Browns send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Evades the tackler, and now some space. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 20.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Back to throw. Barrow. Man open. It's Moss complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Seymour. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Barrow. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Barrow. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Seymour. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 20, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
Point after try forthcoming. 21-3.
The kick is good.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And a loose football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is caught. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Extra point forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Barrow. That one into the hands of Hamilton. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down.
Back to throw. Barrow. It's complete to Brown, right side.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Barrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 6 yards.
To throw on 3rd down. Barrow. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns set to take over, and with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Reynolds. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Barrow. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
22-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Number 23. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's another.
11 yards there, 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nicholson. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Gotta get the quick. Get on the quick right here.
Throwing to start the drive. Barrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He's got this complete to Hamilton. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down. Barrow. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss.
The pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
33-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. The Jets locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. The Rams seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Lions looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Down and sacked.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to